and welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today is our introduction to our new set, Woodgrain Backdrops. I love this set because it adds the perfect texture to any project. So let's go ahead and stamp it out. One of the reasons why I love our backdrop sets is that we've created them to be longer than the size of a standard size card. So this is a standard size card. You can see it extends past, and that way it's super easy to cover the whole card. And with the Woodgrain Backdrops, you only need to stamp it twice. I like to take my stamp and place it on my surface and then use my block here to pick it up. And that way I know it's going to be perfectly straight on my block. So let's go ahead and ink up our stamp, and you get that really great texture. And just to add to the variety and the look, I like to take the stamp and turn it over, and it just gives it it makes the pattern look a little more random. One of my favorite parts about the stamp is that you don't have to perfectly line it up. Because there's imperfections and the drawing is a little more random, no matter how you stamp it, it's going to look really awesome. And you get a really great look like this, which is some great texture. This set has some other really great elements with these hearts. So let's go ahead and stamp those out. We have our open heart and our solid heart. We also have two smaller versions of these hearts, which is always nice to have. And there is a great arrow too. This set has some fun sentiments that are great on their own, but they also fit inside the heart. So you can get that really cool heart in the tree carved out look. There's me plus you, friends forever. And thanks. This set also coordinates with the brand new Milo's ABCs alphabet because this plus sign here has the perfect size rectangle to line up with these letters. So right here I'm going to use the M for Mike, my husband. We'll take the plus sign from the Woodgrain Backdrop set and we can line that right up. And then I'll take a K for my initial and line that up also. And you'll see it was created to fit perfectly inside the heart. Isn't that so sweet? I just love that. A cool thing that you can do with the arrow is to do the arrow behind the heart thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp out the arrow. And I have a heart cut out here, and you can see how cute the arrow looks through the heart, which would look really cute on the tree without the arrow or with it. So I die cut a heart and a tag with our hearts dies and our new tag, You're It die. And I wanted to show you how great it is to add Woodgrain texture to die cuts like this. So I'm going to use some old paper distress ink because I want a subtle look. So you can see how awesome these look with a little bit of texture. And then you can add some of the same color distress ink to the sides and really get an aged wood grain look. So I'm using a foam ink applicator and some distress ink, and I'm just putting it on however it goes on just to get a cool aged fall look. So you can see how great these look. It's just really nice and it just really spices up die cuts, which I think is great. So let's go ahead and make a fun project with this set. I have a little piece here of brown cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp and stamp out some Woodgrain Texture. And we'll stamp one more time to cover the whole piece. So I'm taking some cloud paper and a green pinstripe from the new Into the Woods 6x6 pad. And we'll go ahead and cut this cloud paper down to my favorite card size, which is 5 by 3.5. Just trimming down my piece here so that I like how it looks on the card a little better. And I have my cute little Fisker's grass punch here that I love. So our card is starting to come together, and now I want to go ahead and stamp out my heart. And what's great about a card like this is now you could put any of the sentiments inside, but I'm going to be kind of cheesy and do the M+K for my husband. So I've got the letters like I showed you before, how we put them together from Milo's ABCs. And I want to go ahead and I want it to be lighter than this because I want it to stand out from the tree. So I'm going to distress the heart before I cut it out because I think it'll be easier when I have a larger piece. So I'm just taking my distress ink and slowly bringing it on the paper. So I start off of the area and then onto the stamped image. We'll try a little bit of the tea dye. Oh, no, that's too red. So I'm starting way off and bringing this color on because it's darker. I don't want to go too dark, but it's going to add some great texture. That was the vintage photo and old paper together, and we'll go ahead and cut it out. You can see when I cut images out, I'm keeping the scissors in the same place, but I'm moving the paper. And that's the way I found it's easiest to get a smooth cut, is to actually twist the paper and not the scissors. And just take it slow. You'll see you get a pretty good cut there. I'm going to go ahead and stamp out 2 of the small hearts from the set and add some color to them the same way we did the heart with the initials. And we'll go ahead and cut these out. And then I thought it would be fun to grab a bird from our Home Sweet Home set. To keep with our brown theme, I'm going to stamp him in brown, but using Memento so that I can color with my Copics and it won't bleed. I'm going to use some B00 and B04 for a little bit of highlight. And we'll go ahead and blend it in. And then a little wire 15. And we'll cut them out too. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing all these pieces down. The card base, and my little tree trunk, and of course some grass, and I'm just going to cut the excess off. I like to lift up and curl the grass for some added dimension. And I'll go ahead and adhere down all of my little elements. And I'll double up on the foam adhesive on the bird so he really looks like he's flying away. And for a finishing touch, I'm going to tie some twine around the card. And so that's it. It's really simple, but I like sometimes making cards that are just a little bit easier to put together, kind of fast, and really cute, and a nice little card to give to someone. So this is Woodgrain Backdrops. It's the latest installment in our backdrop series, and it is the perfect wood grain texture. It is longer than a standard size card, so when you stamp it out twice, you cover a card and get this great texture just like this. It also comes with these really cute hearts and sentiments that fit inside the hearts, and it's got a plus sign that coordinates with our Milo's ABCs alphabet, so you can do custom initials in the hearts, which is really sweet. There's some other size hearts which are great for decorating, and the arrow, which you can put behind the heart, which I think looks really cute. Here you can see that you can cover a whole card with it, or you can do things like adding subtle texture to die cuts. So it's really useful for backgrounds and for kind of texture type things like this. And then here I thought it would be fun to kind of create a little tree branch or a little tree trunk here with the initials in it, which I thought would be really sweet and kind of a fun and easy and quick way to use the backdrop set. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.